They have it. No, listen, you have a right to think that way, definitely, because even if it's me coming to a place and one person's really doing something,
but even if you're not even using strategy, babe, it's wrong that we're dependent on you. Nobody should be dependent on anybody.
I understand.
As much as it's love.
Guys, remember when I said that Pere's regime is going to be like one of the toughest these housemates will ever experience, right? Pere is already making it seem so, because mad, these guys are hungry. They've been starving for days now because Pere is so adamant on not letting Whitemoney into the kitchen. But then they have this thing that the housemates did the very first day, that Pere and Maria decided that Whitemoney should no longer be in charge of the kitchen. Whitemoney was very hungry, so he stood up to make rice for himself, and then the other housemates at 2 a.m. came to meet Whitemoney that, I beg guy, cut for me, cook for me, give me food. And that's how first of but then the next day, Whitemoney didn't want to flout Pere's orders, right? So it wouldn't be like, okay, Whitemoney is indeed trying so hard to be in charge of the kitchen. He didn't cook for himself either, so nobody cooked. Angel, that was supposed to be in charge of the kitchen, Tega, Princess, all of them said they can't cook for 23 people, and Chairman Pere himself, President Pere, is not ready to cook for anybody. So the housemates got into a big fight, guys. The fight was really massive just before their Friday task and before the jacuzzi party that got into some very lit situation. I'm just going to get right into the details of the whole thing that happened and the gbasgbos that happened over Pere and Whitemoney. They actually had a face-off. Pere and Whitemoney had a face-off. They finally decided to talk and squash their beef. Maria was involved. Maria was talking to Pere. Both of them had arguments, you know. But Whitemoney was trying to be really mature about it, because I mean, this is just food. It's not that deep, right? He was trying to be really mature about it. Nini too faced off Maria and Pere talking about food, because these guys were hungry. And the issue of food even led to a fight between Angel and Queen, because Queen is showing us that she's a very aggressive person in the house. So she was really being aggressive with Angel when it comes to serving of food, because she had not eaten, and Angel was like, I'm not your slave. So that was what Nini is saying. Nini is saying that if Whitemoney decides the strategy and he wants to be slaving away, and we do not nominate him, he deserves it, because it's literally slaving away for us. Cooking food for this number of people is not easy, and at the end of the day, by the time we're remaining 16, 15, 14 people in the house, it's not going to be so difficult for people to want to cook food. And that way, even if it's a Whitemoney strategy and you stayed so long in the house, they will have no choice but to evict him, because to nominate him, because they would not nominate themselves. And if Whitemoney at the end of the day does not go, that is now not up to the housemate. That is the viewer's decision at that point. So there is no way Whitemoney will still not be nominated for eviction somehow later in the house. I mean, look at last season. Neo was not cooking. Neo was not nominated for several weeks, which is what got into the final week in the house. V also was not, even though V was enemies with so many people, she wasn't really nominated by other housemates. So even if they don't nominate him at the point, to get to a point where they would need to nominate him, because you have no other choice but to nominate that person. So that is what it was. But then the housemates entered a real fight. People had to talk about it. Queen and Angel had to try and squash their beef, because Pere called the family meeting. Apparently, you know what Pere wanted to do? Before I tell you what Pere wanted to do, guys, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe already to this channel. Hit the notification bell too, so you don't miss updates from us, and also like this video if you're enjoying it so far. Right.
If you think it's a strategy, then get into the kitchen and cook for them. It's simple. Previous seasons, there are people that went into the kitchen to cook, and I get a lot of pursue them. Workers, all of them have to stand against Pere. I don't know what they do there. Stand against them. I said, Pere and this girl supposed to marry, this Maria girl. Both of them supposed to marry each other. They fit. Say, shut up! To talk kitchen monopoly. I never hear kitchen monopoly for my life before.
So let's continue with the gist. What Pere tried to do was, Pere tried to group these guys. I mean, food is not enough. They are starving. He literally had to share the noodles that Biggie supplied them again, because they ran out of noodles. He had to share it into 15 pieces per person. Each of them got 15 packs of noodles, 15 pieces of noodles, or 15 packs of noodles, whatever the English is. Each of them got that, and it's still like, okay, there's still not enough ingredients to serve us, because now if you say we should eat in groups, and this group wants chicken in their stew, this other group wants to eat ogbono soup and they want crayfish in it, the following day, if this group wants ogbono and this group wants chicken, there wouldn't be enough chicken to go round, because they did not shop in that way. So that grouping thing would not work. And then it got to a point of, okay, so what are we going to eat today? Who's going to be cooking for us? You know what they had to do? They still needed White Money back in the kitchen, because he was the one that even planned the shopping. If you follow the show very well, remember that when they wanted to shop, Tega was writing the list, but White Money was telling her the list of things to order so they can buy, right? That is to say that White Money was really in charge. Now, he said it's not a strategy. Maria was like, okay, so even if it's a strategy, we've removed it from that. I mean, you're not the one that will tell someone how to play the game. The way they are playing it is working. You're not the one, that is not your job. Your job is to up your own game and ensure that, no, it does not work for you. Right? So if you cannot up your own strategy, why try to remove someone else's strategy? That is just what I think. Why try to remove someone else's strategy if you can't work your own? Because there was a lot of gbasgbos going on in the house over food. Tega didn't eat for a while. White Money didn't eat. Saga did not eat. Nini was very hungry. Yourself that does not even talk went to meet White Money to say, White Money, I need food. I have not eaten in a while in this house. I am very hungry. So Pere himself did not eat, and it's not like he's ready to cook the food. So what the heck is wrong with you, Pere? Because food just caused a lot of problem, and then they said, okay, let's go for our show, let's go for the debates that we had to go for. They went for the debate, they came back, they tried to squash it. It was still very big. White Money still has entered the kitchen to make barbecue for them to eat at their pool, at the jacuzzi party that they had. It was White Money that later cooked the rice. They later ate because it was stew in the fridge. These guys did not cook. It's not like there wasn't stew, there was stew, but then these guys will not cook, so they were all hungry, which is totally unnecessary in my opinion. Totally unnecessary. Even if it's a strategy, if you don't want it to be the strategy, then make it yours. Take it from him or remove it gradually. It's just a typical case of Nigerian government when we don't even plan things through. We just want to like, no, this must not open. This must not happen this does not happen under my watch, and boom, you don't think you should just remove it from the person. And then you're then affected, and it's like, you do not want to swallow your pride. But I honestly feel like this Pere White Money thing is because of Maria, because earlier White Money and Maria were really close. Pere just trying to poison Maria's mind against White Money. I feel like there's a little bit of female jealousy going on between these guys, in my opinion, right? Because speaking of that, White Money, Pere did not dance with Maria at the jacuzzi party. I don't know whatever thing was going on with him. Then these guys left the jacuzzi party and everybody was drunk. Maria vomited severally. You want to know if you see how Maria vomited? My goodness. Then Pere had to go watch over her at the HOH lounge because she would not sleep downstairs. She could not be by herself upstairs, and Pere could not be downstairs without her. So he had to go check up on her. I'm sure he had a very boring night, but hopefully Maria is feeling fine and very good now. GMK was high. Everybody was high in the house. Peace was literally coming on to every guy that wanted to that gave her any look at, or any guy that cared to listen. Peace was coming on to every guy. Everybody was high at the end of that jacuzzi party that they had, and they did a lot of really sick things, very funny things. I mean, they were all there. I'm really laughing now, remembering everything they did. I'm sure that when these guys come out and they see the clips of the way they behaved in the house, they all laugh at themselves. I mean, really laugh at them. really laugh at themselves. But now it's safe to say that White Money is actually back in the kitchen. Is definitely not going to be the one to do everything, because today Angel has cooked, they're cleaning up and everything. So I feel like, I mean, Pere's regime is almost done. So let's see what the other head of house is going to say. And believe me, Pere is going to be dominated severally by a lot of people, because Nini actually spoke up. Maria, a lot of them spoke up and they were like, see, there's a lot of side talks with even White Money cooking. People are saying they don't like the way he cooks, they don't like this, and Princess is like, I can't cook for you like that. I can't be cooking, I can't be standing over my head to tell me this is not the proper way to cook this particular meal. If you know this is how you want to cook this meal, then you should be the one cooking it. If you're not the one cooking it, don't come and stand, and really I agree with that, don't come and stand on my neck to tell me this is how I should, don't breathe down my neck to say this is how I should cook. I'll leave the kitchen for you. You do it. You know the right way to do it, so why not do it? Guys, let me know what you people think concerning this White Money Pere situation, because they had a face-off. It was a shouting match in the house, then they had the jacuzzi party, and it seemed like all is well with these housemates. Hopefully subsequently they'll be able to, and this has been happening every season. You know, there's been the food issue every season. Let's see if there would be a better way to take care of that coming seasons, and hopefully these housemates would be able to resolve that. I mean, theirs wasn't even as early as the previous season, the lockdown edition. They started fighting about food from the very first day they got into that. I mean, these guys got into week 3 before there was a problem with food. So let's see how it goes. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care of yourself.